Right. Okay. I think what I'll do, because I'm not making these general, they're not open to the public. So unless I remember to send out the link, you won't be able to find it. So I think the easiest way is to send out one link for one playlist for that month, and then you've got everything that we've done in that month. And then I'm not having to kind of try and remember what I've sent and what I haven't, and when, and which I've recorded and which I haven't. I should just record all of them, and then I don't have this problem. Right, how were we after the other day? Were we all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Fine.
No major issues. Good. Right. Okay. Right. In which case, let's start off in standing very briefly. We're coming down into a goblin squat. So heels up to start with. So you're just coming down to the bottom of your squat position, but with the heels up. So a goblin squat. One hand down, one hand up. Just taking it into rotation. And then switching sides. And release. We're going to walk it out to a plank. So find hands on the shoulders, feet about hip distance apart, just hold a plank there. You're going to take that into your rhomboid push-up. So shoulder blades coming together, shoulder blades going wide. Really slow, really controlled. Also works as a stretch for the wrists. One last time, and then push the floor away, so you're at the top of that rhomboid push-up. Push with your toes to take you into a wrist stretch and back. So just rocking forwards and backwards over the wrist. And then we're going to circle. And then reverse the circle for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lower the knees down and just sit back into a child's pose. So sinking the armpits down towards the floor. Couple of deep breaths there, just breathing into the back of the rib cage just to open out the ribs. And then shifting the body weight forward, coming into a long lunge position. Right foot comes forward. Sinking the hips down, turning the knee out to the side. And then gentle circle of the hips. And then taking the right arm up to the sky, back into our rotation again. Just holding there, breathing. And release, and we'll take the right foot back where it came from and bring the left leg forward, or left foot forward. Come into your long lunge. Same thing, turning the knee out to the side. And then circling the hips. You can make this as big or as small as you like. And reverse. And then taking the left arm up to the sky. And releasing back down, and take the foot back where it came from. So coming into our wave, frog and load, sorry. Big toes together, knees slightly wider than hip distance, walking the hands away. Pull the floor underneath you, rounding the spine, chin to chest, tail tucked under. Let the feet follow, hips sink. Make sure you are pushing the floor away with the hands. Squeeze the heels to your butt, squeeze your butt cheeks. Brief moment there, just opening the front of the body. And then we'll return chin to chest, rounding the spine. feet will land, but back to heels. And then we go again, rounding forward. And rounding back. And again, rounding forward. And rounding back. Once you hit that modified loaded beast position, so knees are down, big toes are still together, I'm going to take the left arm under the right. So we're going to go palm up with this one. So it's just to thread the needle. You're lifting your right armpit up towards the sky. Breathing into the back of the ribs again. And then unravel yourself, and we'll do the other side. So palm up, reach the right arm underneath. And release. And then you're going to take your right hand out and maybe, I don't know, it's not 45 degrees, obviously, 2 o'clock-ish. And then take your left hand over to meet it. So left hand on top of right, and you're just sinking your hips over to the left side. So you're just opening up the left side of the body. Breathing into left rib cage. And release, and then take your left arm out to what, 10, 11 o'clock. Right hand comes over and sits on top, and sink everything down to the floor. Shift the hips slightly to the right. And release. And then depending on what floor you've got, you get rid of your mats. If you're already on the floor, that's fine. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so starting off with some form specific stretches, then we'll start off with unload. So we're going to set loaded beast. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, knees slightly wider, walking the hands away. When you're ready, activate by lifting the knees. So here we go, unload, chin to chest, knees stay low, tail tucked. Come out as far as you can. Try and get your shoulders past your wrist level. And pushing slightly with the toes. I'm going to hold at that point. Lower abdominals should be working. I'm going to breathe. Knees just a whisker off the floor. And then return to loaded beast. Go again, straight out. Chin tucked, tail tucked. This time, once you get out as far as you can go, push the floor away, really widen the shoulder blades. Hold and breathe. Return to loaded beast. I'm going to do one more there. Unload. Widen the shoulder blades. Return to loaded beast and rest the knees. Just come forward. We're just going to take it into wrists again. So pointing the fingers back towards the knees. Circle around the wrist there. And reverse. Bringing the fists together, putting the backs of the hands or the backs of the fists and the forearms on the floor. Leave the backs of your hands down and try and straighten your arms. So it's the equivalent of what we usually do. We've got the back of the wrist on the floor and we're trying to make a fist. So we're making a fist, we've already got one, we'll try to straighten the arms. So I'm not going all the way back down this time. I'm just going to slightly bend, almost like a pulse. And I'm trying desperately to keep my fist to shape. My fingers are busting to unravel, not twang open. And then releasing, give them a little bit of a shake. Then we're going to take it into our wave unload. So starting again in loaded beast, walking the hands away, nice and steady on this first one. So taking the hips straight up, so hips high, heels high. We're checking at the top, shrug the shoulders to the ears, try and find a flat back. If you need a softer knee, that's okay. So the first movement is to round the spine, chin to chest, tail tucked under. We start to progress forwards or travel forwards. When you can't travel forward anymore, the hips will start to sink. Glutes are on. We're extending the spine one vertebra at a time. Last thing to lift is the chin. Make sure you're pushing the floor away. Reverse, chin to chest. Rounding the upper back, mid back, lower back. Hit that peak position and come into a flat back as much as we can. Bend the knees back, down to loaded beast. And then straight into another one. Lift, hips high, heels high. Round the spine. Wave unload. Last thing to lift is the chin. Reverse, chin to chest, pushing the floor away, rounding the spine back to the ceiling. Bend the knees, back to loaded beast. One last time, hips high, heels high. Round the spine forward. Extend the spine, lifting the chin. Return chin to chest. Round the spine back up to our peak position. And bend the knees back down. Loaded beast. You can rest your knees at the bottom. Coming over into our crab position. So crab activations here. Nice proud chest, gaze up. Push the floor away to lift the hips just 1 inch off the floor. And then we go left foot. So left foot, the 3, the 2, the 1, right foot. 3, 2, 1. Left hand just off the floor. 3, 2, 1. Switch to the right hand. The 3, the 2, the 1. Place it down. Left hand, right foot. 3, 2, 1. Opposite side. 3, 2, 1, and place it down. You can place your hips down. So coming into crab reach. So set crab when you're ready. Set crab, we go right arm crab reach. So you might want to work out where your feet need to go, a little bit wider, a little bit further away. Bring the right hand in front of the face. Let's hit 3-point bridge first. So 3-point bridge, hold it there. Make sure you're corkscrewing that bottom arm into the floor. Then add in the reach and the rotation, looking down at the bottom arm. Come back to your 3-point bridge and then lower the hips down, nice and steady. Place the right hand on the floor, we'll switch sides. 3-point bridge first, left arm crab reach, up we go. Pause at the top, corkscrew the bottom arm, then reach and stack the shoulders. Breathe. Back to your 3-point bridge and then lower the hips all the way back down, to crab. Under switch to beast, whichever way you want, not bothered. Come over into your beast position. Knees 1 inch off the floor. Beast, so limb lifts here, right leg first, foot just off the floor. Switch to the left. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Slowly down and release the knees. Come off your wrist, give them a little bit of a waggle if needed. Okay, so I'm going to start with full scorpion. Yes, we are going to start with full scorpion. So full scorpion starts in crab. So let's go with left leg first. So we start off in crab. It's a left leg under switch. The left leg keeps traveling all the way up into scorpion, and then we land it on the other side. So set crab, sorry, nice and slow. Start your under switch, left leg. Right hand comes down shoulder distance. Left leg continues traveling. You're still leaning with the toes, big circle. Checking at the top, pushing the floor away or shrugging the shoulders. Right heel should be slightly out to the side, left knee bent. Left toes pointed, left shin parallel to the ceiling. Now let your left hip pull you over. Nice and slow, coming onto the outside edge of the foot. Make sure your toes stay pointed to the ceiling as you land in your modified crab. Nicely done. Bend that leg in, and we'll go again on the other side. So that was a left leg, wasn't it? Left leg full scorpion. Let's go with the right. So right leg full scorpion. Start the under switch. All the way around and up. Checking at the top, pushing the floor away, heel high, knee bent. Start to straighten the knee, pivot onto the outside edge of the foot, but let the hip lead you over. Land in your modified crab. Well done. And then bend the leg in. Have a brief reprieve. Okay, so we're going to go and do this as just a little bit of a flow, if you like. We're going to left leg under switch to scorpion reach. So scorpion reach is just the one where we hit the top and we come back exactly the same way. And then we'll do a full scorpion on the opposite leg. But the idea being, when you come out of your scorpion reach and do the under switch back to crab, you smoothly go into the next one, because there's a lot of this happens. So if I do this really quite quickly, we do our scorpion reach, we come back as an under switch to crab. There's a little bit of resettling before we then go again on the other side. So when you come out of your scorpion reach, I want you to land it and go straight into the other side, and that will be a full one. Yeah, don't worry, we're going to go a lot slower than that. But the idea being, at some point, we've kind of got to get this stuff to flow together. It's difficult when there's more than one of you, because everybody's doing it at slightly different speeds. So I'm always waiting for the next one, you know, to catch up. So this is your opportunity to just, once you know what you're doing, we'll move it into a flow and you can just go from side to side, so that when you land, you go straight into the next thing. And it starts to help you sort of work out where your hands and feet need to be, rather than getting that opportunity to like ferret about that I always give you. we need it, but it's good to practice the flowing as well, right? So let's just get the movements down first. So we go left leg scorpion reach. Same thing, left leg under switch, taking the leg all the way up. But instead of going over, we're going to go left leg under switch. So it's going to come back exactly the same way. And as soon as your hand and foot land, we're going to go right leg full scorpion. So right leg travels under, goes all the way up and around. It hits the top. We straighten the leg. We land. Technically, from there, we can do it again, but we're going to reset at that point. So come back. Let's do the other side. So right leg, scorpion reach. Hit the top. Right leg under switch into left leg, full scorpion. Yeah, just a nice little flow. Then you get your opportunity to reset. You could, if you land here, you could technically start again, just go straight into another set. It depends how much space you've got, so it's up to you. All right, you know what you're doing. Let's just do a few from side to side. I'm not going to watch, I'm not going to speak very much. If you want to ask questions, feel free. But this is just to give you an opportunity just to move through something on your own. Happy? I'll take that resounding silence of no thumbs up as a yes. So let's start on your left side. Away you go. So it's a left side scorpion reach first. You come back exactly the same way you came, go straight into a right leg full scorpion. I'm running out of room. Did a couple on each side? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do scorpion reach into a full scorpion, into a crocodile roll. Oh, yes, we are. So if we, just as a for instance, if we've landed out of whichever it is, this would be a left one, I think, because we're traveling, no, a right one. So if we've landed out of a right side, right full scorpion, we're going to land here. All we're going to do is close the gap, pick our body up into our crocodile roll, and land it at the end. We're going to do it all. We're going to do it all super slow, apart from the first bit, because we know what we're doing with that. But once we get to the end of our full scorpion, I'll talk you through it. Yeah, so we get the crocodile roll in, and then we'll add it in. Okay, so it looks really good at the end of a full scorpion. Right, so set grab. Here we go. We'll do left leg first. Left leg scorpion reach. Left leg under switch to right leg full scorpion. You're going to land with your left leg out, and your right hand will be off the floor, which is going to lead you into, you can put your bottom down if you wish while I'm chattering away. It's going to lead you to a left side crocodile roll, right? Notice the hand at the back, the fingers are pointing away. But once you come into your crocodile roll, you can turn your hand round in the plank, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the left leg across, close the gap, and to push up into your first side plank. Your hand will feel slightly better now. As you come over into plank, you can turn your left hand in. Continue into your second side plank. So you're on the sole of your foot. Lower the hips down, onto the heel, hand comes down, foot comes down. So that's where we're going with it, right? So just have a look at these crocodile rolls. It's very easy to get into this shape. You can see how my butt's in the air, as opposed to being in a plank position. So when you're in your first side plank, you want to be long, and I'm looking forward. When I come over into my plank, I want to be the same. I want to be nice and long. Same here before I lower back down and come over into the finishing position. If your butt's in the air, or if you in a sort of prawn shape, C shape in your side planks, your bottom acts as a really heavy weight. It swings you about. So the longer you could be, the better, right? So we'll try the other side. Let's go from crab again. Let's go right leg, scorpion reach. So right leg scorpion reach. Right leg under switch into left leg full scorpion. Straight leg, outside edge of the foot, land, which will leave you with your right leg out. All right, so don't change anything, just put your hips down. Slide the leg across, so you close the gap. We're going to pick our body up into our first side plank. So you come up into your first side plank and bring the foot to the knee, and then just check that you're nice and long. You're kind of not hunched over. Over onto the ball of the foot. You can sort the right hand out at that point, but make sure you're a plank. You've not got your butt in the air. Lower your butt. Progress onto the second side plank, so you're on the sole of the foot. Chest to the side of the room, gaze to the side of the room. Then you can travel over, hand comes down, foot comes down, job's a good one. Shall we see if we can make that flow by any stretch of the imagination? I'm conscious of the fact that our crocodile roll at the moment is more of a bump, 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 and then a very big bump as your bottom comes down. All right, let's see if we could get that to flow a little bit. If you know what you're doing now, don't wait for me to call it, right? Just feel free to progress through. I don't feel the need to kind of hang on to you all in one lump. I will be speaking through it, but you don't have to wait for me. So left leg, scorpion reach. Left leg under switch into right leg full scorpion, which will leave you with a left side crocodile roll. Close the gap, up into your first side plank, long body, over to modified plank, over to your second side plank, lower the hips, onto the heel, hand, foot, job's a good one. And then you can reset in your space. We'll do the other side. Right leg, scorpion reach. Right leg under switch into left leg full scorpion, which will leave you with a right side crocodile roll. Close the gap and up into your first side plank. Over onto the ball of the foot, so you can organize the right hand. Second side plank, lower the hips, onto the heel, hand, foot, release. I'm going to shut up. We're going to do one each side in your own time. Starting off with the left leg scorpion reach. Let's see how you get on. Okay, I'm going to call it left leg scorpion reach, and it's all yours. When you've done the left, do the right. Oh, Charlotte, that was a lot softer landing. I'm surprised none of us have got bruises on our butt cheeks at this rate. I really am.
It's my shoulders are just not quite strong enough, that's all.
I think I was learning yet another new movement yesterday with my teacher, and it's called a roll through, and it's a reverse scorpion, and my body was just going, no, this is no. I'm prepared to put up with what you've done so far, but I'm not having any of that. So I know the feeling. Yeah, with what I found though with the crocodile roll, all joking apart, is when you, I know this sounds silly because we've said it about all the movements, when you break them down and go slow, they're really, really hard. And then as you kind of get them to flow, they become easier on the body. But it's totally, completely true with the crocodile roll, especially this bit. So if you've just landed, you close the gap, and then you're kind of thinking about it and going into it super slow, it becomes harder to maintain the shape and to get it to flow. So essentially, here is your opportunity. Once you've landed, here's your opportunity to think about what you're doing. And then once you've thought about it, close the gap and go. Instead of trying to, it's not 3 movements, it's 1 movement. Let's go, in fact, let's just do it again. 1 each side, seeing as you've just had a little bit of a break. Conscious of, I know how much work it is. Let's do 1 each side, but let's focus more on the crocodile roll. So pause at this point before you close the gap. You know what you're doing. You're going to close the gap. You're going to come straight up, straight over, and land. Yeah? Like that. Nicola's just wetting herself laughing, I think. We're going to do what? All right, left side first. Left side, scorpion reach. Here we go. Left leg under switch into right leg full scorpion. Land and pause. Okay, so we know we're going to close the gap. Make sure that your toes are pointing right up to the ceiling. It's that flexed foot that's going to help you. Close the gap onto the pinky edge, into your side plank, over into your plank, over into your side plank, lower the hips, onto the heel, hand down, foot down. Well, I didn't see most of you finish the roll, but you all landed in a great position, so I'll give you that. Here we go again on the other side. Right leg, scorpion reach. Right leg under switch into left leg full scorpion. Land it, give it a little bit of thought. We're doing a right leg crocodile roll. Flexed foot, strong leg. Close the gap, straight up, straight over. Land softly. Well done. Well done. Given the fact that you're all landing at the same time, unless you're skipping most of it, you're doing really well. Brilliant. Okay, what we're doing for time? Quarter of an hour. Okay. So this is kind of what I've added on to that little bit of a flow that we had the other day. So I'm going to try and remember it because I've not practiced it since we did it. So we've got the loaded beast. It's the one with the front kick through as the first thing, and then a front step. Let's just give it a bash. Let's give it a bash. So set loaded beast. So right leg front kick through, skip with your left. Right leg front kick through. Here we go. Pop it back to loaded beast. Right leg front step. Return to loaded beast. No, it's not. Do it again. Right leg front step. Left leg under switch. That's the bit I missed. There's the new bit I added in, wasn't it? Left leg under switch, which will bring you to crab. Right leg under switch into scorpion reach. So exactly what we've just done. Right leg under switch to scorpion reach. Right leg under switch into a side kick through. Yeah, you've got it. Ah, Charlotte, you missed it. Well done. Good. And then rest there for a moment. Do it on the other side. So again, set loaded beast. So we've got a left leg front kick two to start with, front kick through. So hop with the right, kick with the left. Good, pop it back to loaded beast. Right leg front step. Got me left and right wrong. I'm doing the same side again. It doesn't matter, we'll do it on the other side. So left leg under switch, which will bring you to crab. Right leg under switch into scorpion reach. From there, right leg under switch to side kick through. You're coming back down and into your side kick through. Yeah, you cracked it. Well done. Good. Rest. Now we'll definitely do it on the other side. Oh. Set loaded beast. Left leg front kick through. Good. Pop it back to loaded beast. Left leg front step. Right leg under switch. Right leg, left leg, sorry, left leg under switch to scorpion reach. My God. And then left leg side kick through. And rest. Okay, so from there it goes into a jumping under switch to crab reach, which I think we know quite well. I'm just trying to work out because I want to, it's whether I put the ape and the reaching under switch in next or at the end. I think we probably do it at the end. All right, so we've got our side kick through. Let's go, pretend you've just finished your side kick through. So right leg side kick through. From there, jumping under switch to crab reach. So going to be a right leg jumping under switch to a right arm crab reach. Return to crab into a left leg under switch, which will take you to your beast position, into a right leg under switch to ape. So right leg under switch tap into your ape position. Let's tidy that up. That was my fault with this call out. So side kick through, come back to your side kick through. So right leg out. So it's going to be right leg jumping under switch to right arm crab reach. Switch legs in the middle, all the way over, right arm crab reach. Return to crab. Left leg under switch will take you to beast. and then right leg under switch tap to ape. So you come all the way over to crab, touch the hand and foot down, start to go back the way you came, but push off that front hand until you come to your ape position. That's it. Go on, Charlotte, I can hear a question coming.
I'm going wrong somewhere in the middle.
In what way? You looked
I
pretty
always got
good.
the wrong hand when you're doing a right hand crab reach for some reason.
Okay, let's start in beast. Come to beast. Because it's probably the setup for your side kick through that's the problem. So if you're in beast, go right leg side kick through. Now go right leg jumping under switch. So jump in the middle, switch. It should leave you with your right hand off the floor.
Oh, what I am this time. I didn't do it last time.
That'll be why. It'll just be the setup because we started in the middle of something. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so then we've come so we're set up in ape just for this last bit. So where we just finished. So we've got, remember our right leg, left and right leg under switches. So you're reaching under switch, yeah? So the hand lands as the foot comes off. So let's just play with that. So if we're going to do a right leg reaching under switch, the heels lift, the right arm reaches across, and as you land on that hand, the leg comes through and you finish up in crab. Happy? Remember that, yeah? Let's just do the other side just to be on the safe side. So come back to ape. We're going to do left leg, reaching under switch. Heels come off, left hand reaches out, the foot comes off before the hand lands. You finish up in crab. So from there, we're going to do our full scorpion into a crocodile roll. Yeah. All right, so let's do that last section actually all together. We'll go ape, reaching under switch, to crab, to a scorpion, to a croc roll. So set ape. Right side first. So right leg reaching under switch, which will take you to crab. Right leg full scorpion, which will leave you ready for a left side crocodile roll. Close the gap, side plank, modified plank, side plank, land. Now, before you do anything else here, we're going to do an under switch. So you should still have your left leg extended, your right knee bent. Agreed? Yeah, all nod at me. So you're going to open the gap again. So the left leg's going to come out to the side, and then you're doing an under switch from there. Right hand comes off, left leg travels under, and you should finish up in beast. Well done. Yeah, nice, good. So the call out is very much, so from that end of that crocodile roll, the call out would just be a left leg under switch. You just need to remember, pretty much anytime you do a crocodile roll and it's moving into something else, you will always open the gap again. You just need to get rid of the leg. So it comes to a modified crab position really, I suppose. Let's do the other side. So left leg reaching under switch from ape. So we set ape, left leg reaching under switch will bring you all the way through to crab. Left leg full scorpion will leave you with a right leg crocodile roll. Close the gap, do your crocodile roll. When you land, keep your hips off the floor. You can put your foot down. Open the gap, so right leg under switch. So the right leg goes out to the side and over you come into your beast position. Make sense? More or less, right, okay. I'm gonna call it for you, get the chance to practice. So right from the beginning, nice and slow, dead simple. It's simple. Set loaded beast, right from the beginning. So set loaded beast, here we go. Right leg front kick through. Nicely done, chaps. Pop it back to loaded beast. Right leg front step. Left leg under switch, which will take you to your crab position. That's it. Right leg under switch to scorpion reach. So take it all the way up. Brilliant. Right leg under switch to side kick through. So that leg's going to travel all the way back round. It's going into your side kick through. Good. Right leg jumping under switch to right arm crab reach. So switch legs in the middle. Over you go. Take it up into your crab reach. Good. Return to crab. Left leg under switch. That will take you to beast. Here we go. Right leg under switch tap to ape. Tap. Push back to ape. Yes. Well done. Get to ape, David. Get to ape. I'm presuming he can't hear me.
Your cat's just come in with a rabbit in its mouth. I'm going to have to go and deal with it.
Okay, dokie.
It's
What was going?
Let you get on. I'll
Oh.
see you Sunday.
I think we'd all like to see the rabbit, as long as it's not dead. As long as it's not dead. Right, so we're at ape. Set ape. Oh, there it is. Look. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, can you not just keep it? I'll have it. Sparrow will have it. She'll probably eat it. Is it alive?
Yeah,
Good.
it's
Good.
alive.
That's a good thing.
Doesn't seem to be injured.
Oh,
got injured.
baby
Right.
rabbit.
I'll go and deal with it.
Right, on that note, set ape. Right leg reaching under switch. Nice work, chaps, good. Right leg, full scorpion. Yes, all the way over to your left side crocodile roll. When you land, left leg under switch. Open the gap first. Over you go. You'll finish up in beast. Well done. All right, so we're going to do it again on the other side without the interruption of a baby rabbit. All right, so set loaded beast. Here we go. Left leg front kick through. Pop it back to loaded beast. Left leg front step. Right leg under switch. Left leg under switch to scorpion reach. That's it. Left leg under switch to left leg side kick through. Good. Jumping under switch, or left leg jumping under switch to left arm crab reach. Brilliant. Return to crab. Right leg under switch. We'll take you to beast, that's it. Left leg under switch, tap into ape. Push back into ape. Nicely done, well done. Yeah, organize your space if you need to. Left leg reaching under switch. You got it, Charlotte, well done. Left leg full scorpion. Which will leave you with a right-sided crocodile roll. Close the gap. Side plank, plank, side plank, land. You're finishing off with a right leg under switch. So open the gap, under switch. And you're in beast. Good. So if we did a right side crocodile roll there.
I'm struggling for room, that's my problem.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah,
Yeah.
then it would still be a right leg under switch to beast. That's all right. That's okay. I thought I got my call out wrong again.
No, I'm just having to jiggery pokery to move myself all the time.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Same here. Same here. I mean, it'd be nice if some of this stuff was. Oh, well, we get a proper chance on Sunday, won't we? We'll get a proper chance to play. I mean, once everybody's.
I was
buggered
going to
off-
say, no, it's a beginner. That's what I was going to ask. I know it's beginners, but can we do this so that we can see how it's meant to look?
Yeah, absolutely. We can have a play afterwards. I don't think Angela will have a problem with that at all. It'd be good because you'd be super warm after that session, so we can just go straight into a flow. Yeah, but I think it's coming together. It's a weird one because, well, as you could probably tell, I did it again. Oh, I did record it for you because I added on the. I did myself doing it, and then I did myself just talking it, and it's. Out of all of them, this is the hardest one that I've ever had to remember. My brain just doesn't want it. Don't know why. So I practiced it yesterday. We did it on whatever day it was, Tuesday or whatever it was. Yeah, Tuesday. And my brain's just going, no, especially on the left. The right side I've pretty much got down, but the left side's just like. So yeah, so we probably should practice it at some point.
I mean, that's what I'd like to have another go at this tomorrow if I can, so that it just to, because I think it's for me, I need to work out where to start so I have enough room to do it properly.
Yeah, agreed. And as I get better at understanding where things land and stuff, I'll be able to tell you, set up on this side of the room so that you've got space to move. So yeah, it's all of us getting slightly better. Yeah.
Kelly, a real basic, and I am sorry. So the
What's up?
kick through, I don't know what my hand's doing. I totally forgot. I know on the step it's there,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yeah, so I would, so on the front kick through, not the side
Yeah.
kick through.
No, on the
Front
front
kick
kick through. I don't know what to do with my hand.
So on the front kick through, because you're gonna, so if I'm doing a left leg front kick through, I'm hopping with my right and it comes straight into that guard position.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
know, I
so it
just-
can just go straight back down again. Yes.
I lost
I
it.
love that. I wondered what you were waving at. What you waving at?
I might
No
try
problem.
moving downstairs again, Kelly, see if I have a bit more room downstairs.
Yeah,
Well.
that's an option. I don't think it matters where you go. I mean, I landed on my dining furniture when we were doing the full scorpions before. My foot just landed. I was like, it's fine. Right, okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll upload this one now and I'll send you the links for everything that I've recorded this month. And then you're definitely not missing anything. Yeah, there'll only be maybe 3 or 4 and then you've got them. But yeah, otherwise I will see whoever tomorrow morning, Nick probably tomorrow morning. Yeah. And then hopefully everybody on Sunday.
I've never been to this place. I know where Red Bank Road is. Is it obvious?
It's above, so Red Bank, right at the top of Red Bank Road, opposite the fish shop.
Yeah.
It's above, so it used to be RBS on the corner.
Yeah.
It's not a bank anymore, but it's above that, and you have
Right.
to go round the back into an alley to get
All right.
upstairs. But I'll be keeping a beady eye out for everybody, so just give me a shout when you get there. I'll just come out and wave at you. It's no problem.
See you
Yeah.
Sunday. Thanks a lot.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Thank
Thanks, Jack.
you.
See you soon.
Bye.